Will the House please come to order and members kindly take their seats? Good morning. The devotional today will be led by Jeff Hewitt, who is a poet from Calais.
My wife likes to shovel snow. That's why we live in Vermont. We waken to a good foot of it bending the lilac, and the power is out. Yippee! And she's hauling on her boots and out the door, heading for the shovel. Once the car and a too-wide path are cleared, she shovels a nice fat run to the compost. And now, apparently, is shoveling the entire lawn so she can rake up the few leaves she missed in October. People these parts talk like this. At least some of them, Vermonters. Seems we Flatlanders found refuge, comfort in their values, plus the landscape. Why, we could grow our own food. Not sure we were welcome at first. Fast talking from somewhere or drive too fast. But we were the ones whose cars they rescued from snowbanks, refusing compensation, maybe telling the story later with a laugh. Vermont can be tough when your pipes freeze. That first winter here, and a fool crawls under the sink with a handheld propane torch and manages not to start a fire and not to thaw the pipes. And thus, a lesson is learned. Hell, it worked last time. If not for mistakes, maybe we learn from the what-ifs of memory. Knowledge too late that one was a joke on a ladder, leaned against the house, all 3 stories, hoisted cinder blocks and mortar for a chimney. Oh, and forgot to mix sand with the mortar. So the thing kind of weaved. Wendell Savage was born in that house, squinted up at the chimney, touched his chin. I never saw smoke that wouldn't bend. Thank you.
Members, we have 6 bills for introduction today. The first is House Bill 841, which is an act relating to miscellaneous animal welfare procedures, introduced by Representative Waters Evans of Charlotte. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 841, an act relating to miscellaneous animal welfare procedures.
Now the bill has been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. House Bill 842 is an act relating to the Commission on Public School Employee Health Benefits, introduced by Representative Pincinel of Dorset and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 842, an act relating to the Commission on Public School Employee Health Benefits.
Now the bill has been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on General and Housing. Next is House Bill 843, which is an act relating to monitoring of municipal wastewater discharges, introduced by Representative North of Ferrisburg. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 843, an act relating to monitoring of municipal wastewater discharges.
Now the bill has been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on Environment. House Bill 844 is an act relating to sales tax and a new surcharge paid on fuel by owners of short-term rental and second home properties, introduced by representative leaders of Lincoln. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 844, an act relating to sales tax and a new surcharge paid on fuel by owners of short-term rental and second home properties.
Now the bill has been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. House Bill 845 is an act relating to an income tax deduction for the purchase of snow tires, introduced by Representative Nugent of South Burlington. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 845, an act relating to an income tax deduction for the purchase of snow tires.
Now the bill's been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. And finally, House Bill 846 is an act relating to artificial intelligence and elections, introduced by Representative Chena of Burlington and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H 846, an act relating to artificial intelligence and elections.
Now the bill's been read the first time and is referred to the Committee on Government Operations and Military Affairs. Members, we have a bill on the notice calendar requiring referral to a money committee pursuant to House Rule 35A. House Bill 611 is an act relating to miscellaneous provisions affecting the Department of Vermont Health Access. Carrying an appropriation, the bill is referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Members, we have received a request to read a House concurrent resolution that the House and Senate adopted pursuant to the consent calendar. HCR 175 is a House concurrent resolution in memory of the Venerable J. Stannard Baker of Shelburne. Please listen to the reading of the resolution.
Whereas Stan Baker, whose forebears were Green Mountain Boys, and whose names are reflected in the towns Bakersfield and Stannard, wrote his own page of Vermont history. And whereas a Swarthmore College graduate, Stan Baker was a co-founder of and teacher at the Otter Creek School, a registered play therapist, a licensed mental health counselor, and a mental health clinical director in Addison and Chittenden counties. And whereas in the 1990s, he and his life partner, Peter Harrigan, professor of fine arts theater at St. Michael's College, desired to marry, but as the same gender couple, this was legally impossible. And whereas in partnership with 2 other LGBTQ+ couples, they sued for the right to marry, and in 1999, the Vermont Supreme Court, in the landmark decision Baker versus State 170 Vermont 194, established marriage equality under the Vermont Constitution, and the holding lead to Act 91 of 2000, establishing civil unions, and ultimately Act 3 of 2009, authorizing civil marriage. And whereas in 2009, Stan Baker, a strong justice advocate, was ordained as a deacon in the Episcopal Church, and his local church leadership included service as a chaplain at Fletcher Allen Healthcare, now the University of Vermont Medical Center, a deacon of the Cathedral Church of St. Paul in Burlington, an archdeacon of the Episcopal Diocese of Vermont, and nationally, he served on panels examining marriage as a 5-time clergy deputy to the House of Delegates, as a chair of 2024 House of Deputies General Convention Legislative Committee on Prayer Book, liturgy, and music. And also in 2024 was elected to the Executive Council of the Episcopal Church. And whereas in June 2025, Stan Baker died at 79 years of age, and his survivors include his husband, Peter Harrigan, and numerous family members and admiring friends. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives that the General Assembly extends its sincere condolences to the family and friends of the Venerable J. Stannard Baker of Shelburne. And be it further resolved that the Secretary of State be directed to send a copy of this resolution to members of the family of Stan Baker and to the Episcopal Diocese of Vermont.
Are there any announcements, member from Essex Junction?
Madam Speaker, we just heard the reading of the resolution remembering the Venerable Stan Baker. He was one of the plaintiffs in the historic Baker versus State case that paved the way for civil unions and then marriage equality in our state. Stan also played so many roles supporting communities through his work in his church and as a mental health counselor. Today, we have joining us Stan's husband, Peter Harrigan, along with Stan's sister, Peg Harrigan. Please join me in welcoming Peter and Peg to the People's House.
Will the guest of the member from Essex Junction please rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Member from Guilford.
Madam Speaker, I won't be making an announcement about the creative sector right now, but we'll wait for that. The Vermont Access Network, Vermont's 24 community media centers and 9 community radio stations deliver a range of essential media services to Vermonters across the state. From live coverage of public meetings and events, local news, weather and election coverage, arts and culture programming, emergency communications, media education, and job training for youth and adults, plus preservation of local history. And in this particular political climate, community media provides open space for community conversation and serves as a front line in attacks on democracy. They're creating a thriving community-based media ecosystem among a world that is at risk of losing its local identity to large corporations. Among rapidly declining revenues from cable companies in recent years, VAN has appreciated operating support from the legislature to share the voices and stories of Vermonters. To chat them up and learn a little bit more about them, VAN will be in the card room today until 2 p.m. And I see some of them in the gallery here. May we welcome them to the People's House.
Will the guest of the member from Guilford please rise and be recognized? Member from Brattleboro.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to introduce our devotional speaker today, poet Jeff Hewitt of Calais. Jeff is a longtime family friend, worked for a number of years with my husband and children at Governor's Institute for the Arts, inspiring many young people in the practice of poetry. He continues to delight many people, including us today, with his charming humor. Please welcome him to the People's House.
Will the guest of the member from Brattleboro please rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Member from West Windsor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At noon today, the Human Rights Commission is holding a press conference in the Cedar Creek Room. And at it, they will, among the people speaking will be participants from the Human Rights Commission's November Civil Rights Summit, which was attended by a number of our own legislators. And they will present some of the findings from that summit and also suggest policy recommendations. That's at noon in the Cedar Creek Room. Thank you.
Are there any further announcements? Member from Shelburne.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, the Caucus on Vermont's Economy will meet at noon in Room 10. Our topic is state permit reform. We'll hear from an expert on emerging best practices and what's happening in other states. Thank you.
Are there any further announcements? Seeing none. Orders of the day. Members, we will begin with House Bill 648, which is an act relating to banking, insurance, and securities. Prior to third reading, the member from Starksboro, Representative Olson, offers an amendment to the bill that is printed in today's calendar. Member from Starksboro.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I offer to you and to the body an amendment to H 648 as shown on page 331 of today's House calendar. H 648 is the Department of Financial Regulations annual housekeeping bill. As members were following the section-by-section description of the bill yesterday, I'm sure many paused at Sec 48. And as members read Sec 48, I suspect some asked, what does this section mean? The amendment I propose today should help that issue. Sec 48 of the bill approved on second reading and the amendment offered now both deal with federally exempt securities. The intent of Sec 48 is to acknowledge that these securities, in accordance with federal law, cannot be regulated by a state, but issues can be required to submit a state notice filing together with a state fee. The amendment offered today simply clarifies this concept in terms one hopes everyone can understand. Madam Speaker, after your Committee on Commerce and Economic Development took favorable testimony from the Department's Director of Policy by a straw poll of 11-0-0, the committee indicated its support for the amendment, and I ask for the body's approval of the amendment. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Question is, shall the bill be amended as offered by the member from Starksboro? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have amended the bill. Please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H 648, an act relating to banking, insurance, and securities.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have passed the bill. Now we'll take up House Bill 790, which is an act relating to fiscal year 2026 budget adjustments. Prior to third reading, the member from Middlebury, Representative Scheid, and others offer an amendment to the bill that is printed in today's calendar. Member from Middlebury.
Madam Speaker, I mentioned this as I was going through the budget adjustment bill yesterday. In section 77, also known as E12, the 312, the HIV/AIDS funding, we had appropriated $45,000, and it had all been appropriated to the Vermont Cares Organization, and it turns out we were notified that we needed to spread it out among the other between three organizations instead of just one. And so what you see here, that there's no new money, we're just changing the allocation. So Vermont Cares is going to get an additional $25,000. The AIDS Project of Southern Vermont will get an additional $15,000, and the HIV/HCV Resource Center will get an additional $5,000, and that's the same $45,000. The committee vote on this was 11-0-0, and we ask for your support. Thank you.
The question is, shall the bill be amended as offered by the member from Middlebury and others? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have amended the bill. Please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H 790, an act relating to fiscal year 2026 budget adjustments.
The question is, shall the bill pass? The member from Newbury requests that when the vote is taken, it be taken by roll. Is the member sustained? The member is sustained. When the vote is taken, it will be taken by roll. The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? If so, will the clerk please call the roll?
Arsenault of Williston.
2 minutes. Will the House please come to order? Will the House please come to order and members kindly take their seats? I would like to remind members that we are in the middle of a roll call vote. Members and guests are prohibited from using computers, phones, or any type of electronic device. Please refrain from the passing of notes and conversation during a roll call. And when the clerk calls your name, please answer in a loud and clear voice so the clerk can accurately record your votes. The question is, shall the bill pass? Will the clerk please continue to call the roll?
Austin of Colchester. Bailey of Hyde Park. Bartholomew of Heartland. Bartley of Fairfax. Rebecca of Winooski. Byrong of Virgins. Bishop of Colchester. Black of Essex. Bloomley of Burlington. Boslin of Westminster. Bosch of Clarendon. Putnam City. Boyden of Cambridge. Brady of Williston. Brannigan of Georgia. Brown of Richmond. Burdett of West Rutland. Burke of Brattleboro.
Yes.
Burkhardt of South Burlington. Burrows of West Windsor. Burdick Cabot. Campbell St. Johnsbury. Canfield of Fairhaven. Kerrisduncan and Whitingham. Casey of Montpelier. Casey Hubbardton. Chapin of East Montpelier. Charlton and Chester. Christie of Hartford. Chena of Burlington. Coffin of Cavendish. Cole of Hartford. Conlon and Cornwall. Cooper of Pownell. Corcoran of Bennington. Critchlow of Colchester. Tamar of Venusburg. Dickinson of St. Albans Town. Dobervich of Williamstown. Dodge of Essex. Dolan of Essex Junction. Dolgan of St. Johnsbury. Donahue of Northfield. Duke of Burlington. Durfee of Shaftesbury. Eastus of Guilford. Emmons of Springfield. Feltus of Linden. Galfetti of Berrytown. Garifano of Essex. Bowman of Rockingham. Goodnow of Brattleboro. Ghostland of Northfield. Granting of Jericho. Greer of Bennington. Gregoire of Fairfield. Hengo of Berkshire. Harpel of Glover. Harvey of Castleton. Hedrick of Burlington. Higley of Lowell. Holcomb of Norwich. Hooper of Randolph. Hooper of Burlington. Houghton of Essex Junction. Howard of Rutland City. Howland of Rutland Town. Hoyt of Hartford. Hunter of Manchester. James of Manchester. Kosenska of Burke. Keyser of Rutland City. Kimball Woodstock. Klepner of Burlington. Kornheiser of Brattleboro. Krasnow, South Burlington. Labor of Morgan. Lally of Shelburne. Lalone of South Burlington. Lamont of Morristown. LaRush of Franklin. Lipsky of Stowe. Logan of Burlington. Long of Newfane. Leaders of Lincoln. Luno of St. Albans City. McGuire of Rutland City. Malay of Pittsford. Marcotte of Coventry. Maston and Thetford. McCann of Montpelier. McCoy of Portly. McFawn of Berrytown. McGill of Bridport. Mickless of Milton. Mahaly of Calais. Minier of South Burlington. Morganella Milton. Morgan Emma Milton. Morris of Springfield. Morrissey of Bennington. Mora of Weston. Rowicky of Putney. Nelson of Derby. Nielsen of Brandon. Nigro of Bennington. North of Ferrisburg. Noyes of Wolcott. Nugent of South Burlington. O'Brien of Tunbridge. Odie Burlington. Oliver of Sheldon. Olson of Starksboro. Page of Newport City. Parsons of Newberry. Pezzo of Colchester. Pincinel of Dorset. Pouch of Heinsberg. Powers of Waterford. Priestley of Bradford. Pritchard of Pollitt. Quimby of Linden. Rachelson of Burlington. Sackowitz of Randolph. Shy of Middlebury. Sheldon of Middlebury. Sibelia of Dover. Southworth of Alden. Squirrel of Underhill. Steady of Milton. Stevens of Waterbury. Stone of Burlington. Sweeney of Shelburne. Taglavia, Corinth. Taylor of Milton. Taylor of Mendon. Taylor Mendon. Taylor Mendon. Sorry, thank you. Tomlinson of Winooski. Torrey Moortown. Walker of Swanton. Wazazaka of Berry City. Waters Evans of Charlotte. Wells of Brownington. White of Waitsfield. White of Bethel. Winter of Ludlow. Wood of Waterbury. Yakavoni of Morristown. Bosch of Clarendon. Brady of Williston. Kerris Duncan of Whitingham. Christie of Hartford. Galfetti of Berrytown. Harpel of Glover. Hooper of Randolph. Hoyt of Hartford. Krasnow, South Burlington. Lamont of Morristown. Nielsen of Brandon. Nugent of South Burlington. Quimby of Linden. Sackowitz of Randolph. Sheldon of Middlebury. And Wazazack of Berry City.
For purpose of explanation, member from Burlington.
Madam Speaker, I vote yes on this budget adjustment due to the many beneficial or harmless modifications included within it. But I do so with great objection to the governor's decision to waste taxpayer money by obligating the state to leases on private property when there's plenty of public property that could have been used and when remote work could have continued to support the efficient provision of government services.
Members, please listen to the results of your vote. Those voting yes, 133. Those voting no, 0. The ayes have it, and you have passed the bill. Members, due to this time-sensitiveness of this bill, member from Poultney, can you please offer us a motion to suspend our rules to message our action on House Bill 790 to the Senate forthwith?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion to suspend rules in order to message our actions on H70 to the Senate forthwith.
You have heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
I believe I said 70. It's H790.
The member from Poultney moves that we suspend our rules in order to message our action on House Bill 790 to the Senate forthwith. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have suspended our rules and message our action on House Bill 790 to the Senate forthwith. Members, that completes our orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Member from Starksboro.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wish to announce the presence today in the People's House a great number of students from rural community schools, together with their parents and community members. The students are here to witness the workings of democracy in Vermont and to showcase their many accomplishments. The students come here with the assistance of the organizers of the celebration of Rural Schools Day. They have set up tables in room 11 where legislators can meet with students to talk about the educational and social value of their rural community schools. These are the young people growing up to become part of the fabric of their local community and of the broader community that is our state. If you can, please come down to room 11 today. Many students will be there until 1:30 this afternoon. They are eager to join you in a conversation about their education. Madam Speaker, I ask that the body recognize these students, community members, and their rural community schools. They are seated in the gallery. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Will the guest of the member from Starksboro please rise and be recognized? Member from Georgia.
Thanks, Madam Speaker. I really enjoyed the resolution we heard earlier today of a gentleman named Stan Baker. I have never met him, but I wish I had met him. Sounded like he had long roots here in the state of Vermont. I was wondering if he was related to Remember Baker, who was a cousin of Ethan Allen. Oh, and he was one of those Green Mountain Boys involved in everything, including the many attempts to capture Ticonderoga, yes, and other places too. Anyway, nice resolution. We are in the middle Madam Speaker, of the remembering of the 250th anniversary of our country. 250 years ago this week, in 1776, a large bunch of artillery arrived in Massachusetts. It came from Fort Ticonderoga and arrived in Framingham, which is just outside Boston. And 25-year-old Henry Knox, a bookseller from Boston, made it happen. He designed the plan, working out all the logistics to move 60 tons of iron, cannon, and other armaments by boat and horse-drawn sledge over poor quality or non-existent roads, to semi-frozen rivers, forests, swamps, very rough terrain. Knox and his artillery train left the shores of Lake Champlain on the southern end and headed to Lake George and then on to Boston. So all of his trip was through New York and Massachusetts, not through Vermont. But the journey was rough, the terrain was bad, and so was the weather, swinging between blinding blizzards, sub-zero temperatures like today. Can you imagine taking a team of oxen? What did they travel in a day, 5 or 10 miles? That distance, hauling a cannon? I mean, rough work. Dangerous thaws. While deep snow was exhausting for the men and the oxen, it was actually a necessity that Knox had intentionally planned for. The massive weight of all the cannon would have been impossible to pull over muddy roads, but the snow acted as a lubricant for the sleds. So they did it. Knox and his team hauled cannon 300 miles from Fort Ticonderoga to the Continental Army camp just outside Boston in the dead of winter. You remember, Madam Speaker, that Fort Ticonderoga was captured by our own Ethan Allen and his Green Mountain Boys. The captured fort had lots of cannon, several mortars, and a large amount of flint and lead. This equipment was badly needed in Boston to defend the city from the British. In fact, the British were already inside Boston. Benedict Arnold sent a report of the inventory of the artillery to the Massachusetts Committee of Safety, and Ethan Allen sent his own report to Congress. However, for many reasons, too many to read to you this morning, none of these people were able to come get the weapons and deliver them to Boston, so the cannon and other armaments sat there at the fort until Henry Knox persuaded General Washington to let him try to move the armaments to Boston. Somehow, Henry Knox and his men managed. So if somebody's 25 years old, to me, now, at this point in life, that's young. He was a baby. But he did it, and he did it because he was a bookseller, and he read all the books in his shop before he sold them. And a lot of them had to do with logistics, with engineering, with armaments. And so he knew a lot, at least from books, about doing this, and he managed. The King's Army was driven from Boston once and for all. And in fact, the cannon never fired a shot. But when they were in Boston, they were so scary, so frightening, that the British soldiers decided to leave. And the war's momentum shifted then, not because of a fight, but because of the determination, planning, and grit of a young man. And what happened to Henry Knox? Remember, Madam Speaker, we were at war. Soldiers were badly needed, especially smart ones. He became a major general at 31 years old and chief of artillery for the colonial army. He was present at many of the battles of the Revolution and ended up being the first Secretary of War under President Washington. Knox was the senior officer of the Army when General Washington resigned. So remember his name, Henry Knox. And, Madam Speaker, the Revolutionary War lasted 8 years. So we have 8 years now that we can talk about battles and whatever happened in the Revolutionary War. Just letting you know.
Are there any further announcements? Member from Stowe.
Madam Speaker, I'll make this brief, but because truth matters and accuracy matters, I thank the member from Georgia and her reporting, but it was teams of oxen that pulled most of the cannon. I know this because I participated in a 200th centennial reenactment, and I participated, and it came through our village. So, thank you, Madam Speaker.
Are there any further announcements? Seeing none. Member from Pulteney, can you please offer us a motion to adjourn until Tuesday, February 3rd at 10 a.m.?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion this body stand in adjournment until Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 at 10 a.m.
You have heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay.